Look at how moist that chicken is. Isn't that the chicken tikka that you're looking for? What a wet and rainy day. Good day to get in the curry shed and make something tasty for you. So a lot of people have been really enjoying this new series of no base curries, all your favorite restaurant and takeaway style curries, but without a base gravy. And that's what we're doing at the moment. But the next lot of videos that I want to make are going to feature chicken tikka, because a lot of people have requested recipes with chicken tikka, like chicken tikka jalfrezi, which is a delicious dish because the chicken tikka gives it something extra. So I'm going to give you today a new recipe for chicken tikka, a recipe that will help you create chicken tikka that is probably the most tasty, moist, succulent, juicy chicken tikka that you've ever had. You're going to want to stay around for this one because today we're making chicken tikka in the air fryer. So this recipe is not complicated, it's quite simple. There's just a few things that you need to do that are going to make all the difference when it comes to not only your chicken tikka tasting authentic like you would get in a restaurant or a takeaway, but for your chicken tikka to be not dry and chewy, but rather succulent, juicy, moist. That's the sort of chicken tikka that you want. We've got 500 grams of chicken thigh cubed. And that would do either enough chicken tikka for 2 curries or maybe 3 chicken tikka starters if you were going to serve chicken tikka as a starter. This has been bought from Aldi. It's super quality, really, really good, and been cut up into sort of equal size, because you want to make sure that the pieces are more or less equal size in your air fryer for this recipe to work. Now, some people might feel that they prefer to use chicken breast. You can, but you're not going to get the same result as you're going to get with this chicken thigh, because the thing about chicken thigh, as you can see here, it has a greater fat content, and that's what puts some people off, but that's what makes it more juicy, more tasty, more succulent, and it keeps its natural juices longer when cooking than chicken breast does. We're going to take a bowl here and we're going to add to our bowl our chicken thigh. So one little tip is to use mustard oil if you can get it. Now, if you can't get mustard oil, you can use Coleman's mustard powder, and I'll give you the alternative. Essentially, we're going to use a tablespoon of mustard oil just over our raw chicken. But if you can't get this, you can use half a teaspoon of the mustard powder, and it will give you that same, it's almost like that smoky flavor that you're used to, that you get from the mustard oil. So we're just going to put on just about a tablespoon amount over our chicken. And we're going to add to that our Garam Masala, our fenugreek leaves. And what we've done with that, we've just made them a bit like a powder, the fenugreek leaves. And it's easy to do, really. All I do is I just rub them between my hands, and any bits left over, just run it through a sieve, give it a little bit of a shake, bit of a manipulation, and it just gets rid of all the woody bits that you don't want. So because we're only marinating it for 4 hours, then you can add salt directly to the chicken. But if you're going to marinate your chicken overnight, you never want to add salt, because what will happen is you'll come back the next day and you'll notice all this liquid in the bowl which has come out of the chicken, because the salt over time, particularly overnight, will draw out the moisture from the chicken, make it just a little bit more dry. So when I marinated overnight, I would never put the salt on before, but as we're only doing a couple of hours or 4 hours, it will be fine. So we've got our salt on, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 heaped teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, the red Kashmiri chili powder. Those two together, the turmeric and the red Kashmiri chili powder, will make our chicken tikka orange, and we don't need food coloring. You'll see this chicken tikka will be nice and orange. 1 heaped teaspoon of Rajah Madras Curry Powder. And then we've got another important ingredient, which is our lemon juice. We've got 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And we've got here 3 large cloves of garlic that have been grated. So we're going to add that in. And then you're going to have to get your hands in there. I've got gloves on here, obviously, because we really want to massage those spices with the mustard oil and the garlic and the lemon juice in to our chicken pieces. And this is the secret to making sure that you get chicken that has got that tikka flavour all the way through. By rubbing the spices directly into the meat with that mustard oil, you'll get that. I can smell it now already. You will get that chicken tikka flavour. And you'll also see, especially once we've marinated it in the yogurt, that you'll get that lovely orange colour. I mean, you're already getting that, as you can see there, in our chicken tikka. Did you know that the combination of lemon juice and the red Kashmiri chili powder will have a tenderizing effect on your chicken? So that's another good reason why you want to massage that red Kashmiri chili powder and the lemon juice in with your hands. And you just need about 3 tablespoons of natural yogurt. And use any natural yogurt that you want. You can use Greek if you like. This is just normal, plain, natural yogurt. And our yogurt will also tenderize our meat. It will give it that lovely tangy flavor. Now I've just remembered one ingredient that I've missed out, and that is our mint. And this is just regular mint sauce. I think it's from Asda, this, just regular mint sauce that you can get from your supermarket. Just add a teaspoon of that in. Doesn't matter that it's added in after the yogurt, because everything's just going to be mixed together. So just mix that, and the mint gives it that typical restaurant takeaway taste. We put now into the fridge. We're going to put that into the fridge for 4 hours, and then after 4 hours we'll take that out. We'll switch on our air fryer, and we'll show you how we cook it in the air fryer to get the absolute best result. So it's been 4 hours. Here's our chicken that we've just got out of the fridge. But air fryers differ. Some require that you preheat them, and then you never want to cook with a cold air fryer. This one, when you set the time, it automatically starts to preheat. So if we switch on our air fryer, we select fry mode. The temperature that we're going to be cooking at is 190. We've got 190. The time that we're going to be cooking, it varies between sort of 16 and 18 minutes generally, but again, your air fryer may be a little bit different, so you're going to have to just test that, but I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to set our time at 18 minutes, and then we're just going to press start. And what that'll do, it'll just start warming up our air fryer so that we're ready to cook once we've skewered all our chicken. So this air fryer, I've actually specifically bought it for the curry man shed. But this one, when I was looking for a small one that would be big enough, 5 litre, which is all you need to do chicken tikka for 2 people, 4 people, even if it's for curries. This one will do it perfectly fine. And it's got loads of great functions on it, and it was from Amazon. If you're looking for an air fryer, this one I would highly recommend. It came top rated on Amazon, because it cooks at a high temperature. Some of them will only go to 180. This one goes up to 200. It also has the preheat function, and it's quiet. It's a very quiet air fryer. Our Ninja one in the house is quite loud. When it's on, you know about it, but this one's lovely and quiet. So while that's doing this little preheat thing, I'm going to be adding our chicken to the skewers. Now, the secret here is to not overcrowd the skewer with too much chicken, because if you do, it won't all cook evenly if you sort of bunch it all together. So that little beeping there is my air fryer telling me that it's now warm enough to start cooking. What we're going to do with our air fryer is we're going to take this air fryer out like that, and you want to get some oil. This is just an air fryer oil that we use in the home, and I'm just going to spray the tray at the bottom, just so that nothing sticks on it. So just take your chicken kebabs and just put them across ways like that. As I say, leave a little bit of space, don't crowd them, but you'll easily fit 4 in this air fryer. This is a 5-litre air fryer, so just make sure everything's nice and evenly spaced. I don't know if you can see that, but how that looks. There we go. So we're going to cook for about 18 minutes, but halfway through I will just see how it's doing. So we'll come back in about 8 minutes, and what we'll do then, we'll just check how they're doing, and we will take them out. We'll brush a little bit of butter on them, and that'll help our chicken tikka kebabs keep nice and moist in our air fryer. Then we'll put them back in for the other 8 minutes, and then after that we'll just check to see that they are cooked. But while that's doing, I just want to mention something new. Some of you may already know about this, but I've just recently launched a brand new YouTube channel called Curry Recipe Academy Shorts. What it is, it's me taking recipes that I've put on this channel, which are long form video, and cutting them into small 1-minute videos or less that just give you a quick insight, a quick tip. Even a recipe, sometimes condensed, a whole recipe like I'm going to do with this one actually, condensed into just 1 minute. And it's just going to be really useful if you just forget a recipe or you just forget a certain tip that I mentioned on the channel. You don't have to trail through 20-minute video to find it. You just go on there on the shorts, and then you'll see all the different little tips, tricks, insights, and even recipes on there. So please go and subscribe. I'll post a link to the new channel below this video. Go and subscribe to Curry Recipe Academy Shorts. So there we have it. It's telling us to turn our food. So you can take a look at our chicken tikka, and it's starting to look really nice. So we're just going to take some melted butter, as you can see here. I'm just going to brush it on our chicken tikka. So I'm just going to take one of the kebabs like that. Now, you don't really have to do this, because the air fryer, if it's a good one, will cook everything evenly. It's just so that we get that charring effect all around our chicken. So back in the air fryer. The good thing about this air fryer that I've just picked up off Amazon is it has a light, so you can actually see inside. You just get to see a little bit inside, which is it's hard to do because I've got so many lights in here and the reflection is hitting the screen. So that was 18 minutes in our air fryer. Shall we check our chicken and see how it's come out? Wow, take a look at that. It's looking really, really good. I'm just going to take a knife and fork and just cut into that and just check. But I can see already that that chicken is cooked through and looking absolutely delicious. And just take a look at that. How good does that look? And we've just served it with a little bit of salad on the side of the plate. Now, typically what you do is make a nice little mint sauce. I'm going to show you how to make a mint sauce really, really easily. Super quick. So if we go in, because we're just going to use enough to sort of drizzle on our chicken tikka. So we've got about 3 or 4 teaspoon amounts of our plain yogurt there. A good pinch, really, that's all we're going to need. Good pinch of this garam masala, and just sprinkle it in so it's not in clumps. And this is really going to season our yogurt. And then we're just going to take just a tiny bit, probably like a drop off a teaspoon, like that, just for this amount. It's really by taste, guys, and you just mix that together. Can you see that? And honestly, this is so simple, but it just makes such a tasty yogurt sauce. You can add chili in there. Sometimes I add chili in, want a little bit of background heat. That makes it really nice, and it looks lovely as well. the flecks of ready there, but that's all we need. Maybe even a little bit over our chicken. Just take a look at that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this sauce. I'm just going to have it with the sauce first without the salad. Oh my. Oh my. That is so good. When we had curries to go, I used to cook chicken tikka on a char grill. I don't know if you remember that. Here's a little image of that. It was an old charcoal char grill that I had in the unit. I used to cook our seek kebabs, our lamb chops, chicken tikka on there. But I used to get a nice smoky flavour off it. But honestly, this is as good as that. That is so succulent. What a difference when you use the chicken thigh. So much nicer. And so much more flavour than chicken breast. And that slight smokiness from the mustard oil. And then obviously we've kept the moisture in with our butter and just that whole cooking process. So next week we're back to the note-based series of videos, and I'm going to be cooking a chicken tikka jalfrezi. That came up quite often in the requests that I posted on the Facebook group. So if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe. It costs you nothing, and you're going to learn a lot when it comes to the wonderful world of Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi and British Indian restaurant style curry cooking. You'll learn so much on this channel, so please subscribe and hit the bell notification button. You'll be alerted as I make new videos. For my regular visitors and subscribers, thank you so much as always for supporting the channel, coming back. I really appreciate it. I read all your comments, so please leave your comments in the section below and I'll always try my best to answer them. But until next time, you know what, don't you? Happy currying.